attractive to share, because that matters as well. Yeah, but I can help you out with anything like that. Not that I'm ultra good at it. You post it to your AO3. What's AO3, by the way? See, I'm not too sure about this terminology. Also, I got a haircut. I'm finally free from the mop that was before. I'm going to open, the blue V. You always got to have the blue V. Morning, Boo. How are you going? Getting ready for work, I assume, Boo? Pop it open. So as I said earlier, we're listening to Billy Woods, Aethiopes. I've listened to a little bit of them before, but never really paid too much attention. Yeah, thank you. The haircut's looking fresh. It's noticeable because it was looking like a mop before and I was just too lazy. Well, I was working, so it's hard to find the time to go and do it. And I was lazy. Archive of Our Own. It's a website where you can post your docs. Mainly fanfic, but it can be anything. Interesting. I wonder what the discoverability for a video essay or something is like that. 15 minutes to chill, then you'll have to hop off. Oh, that's how time zones are right now, aren't they? Maybe I should start earlier next time. I think I'll start earlier next time, because this is a bit late even for me, because I got my haircut, that's why, but oh well. Anyway, next time I'll start earlier. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well, and yeah, we might as well get right into it, because I've been very organized, and I've set everything up beforehand, all the track listing, all the artists, album and genres, it's all up there. And yeah, we're ready to go. I don't know what to expect with this. I've realized that perhaps we should just dive right into it without reading too much about it beforehand, so we can get, first impressions without listening to the, background behind the music. Might be, I don't know if that helps or if that doesn't help. Actually, I've changed my mind. I think it helps to look at the background behind the music before we get into it. Hopefully, how are you doing, by the way, Boo? How's your morning been? How's your work day been? Is it your final day of the week this week? So hopefully your week is going to be swell today. I'm actually feeling really good today right now for some reason. I think it's because I've been less stressed about work. I've got my work done, feeling good about it. You can tell the difference, right? When I'm actually connected with my emotions. Because sometimes you get quite disconnected with emotions and you feel rather down. But right now I'm feeling actually quite up and quite happy. And I'm happy about it. And I hopefully you'll feel happy soon too. The background is a color called ochre. The background of this screen right here, or the background of my head. Morning, Remy, by the way, morning. I'm just gonna shout people out because I feel like it. The background of the album. Yes. Oh, the background of the album, I get it. Go follow Boo and go follow Remy as well. And when Rifter streams, go follow Rifter, of course. If Rifter streams. No pressure, of course. Okay, so we'll go Aethiopes. Let's have a look at this Wikipedia article. Hello to Boo, hello Remy, of course. Okay, Billy Woods. Billy Woods is an American rapper based in New York. He's also the founder of the record label Backwoods Studios. I'm going to turn this music down a bit. Woods has been a member of Armand Hammer, Superchron, Flight Brothers, and the Reavers. He was born in Washington, D.C. His mother was an English literature professor from Jamaica. His father was a PhD Marxist writer and thinker, active in the Zimbabwe War of Liberation, and then member of the government in Zimbabwe. In 1980, the family moved to Africa. So how old was he? I don't know when he was born. After the death of Woods' father, they returned to the United States in 1989. Woods briefly attended Howard University before getting involved in New York City's hip-hop scene. He started making music in the late 90s. He wrote his, quote, first real rhyme, end quote, at a laundromat in Kennebunk, Maine in 1997. Debut album, Camouflage, in 2003, 2012, 9-year gap between the first and second albums. 2013, Dour Candy, 2017, Known Unknowns. It was included on Rolling Stone's 15 Great Albums You Probably Didn't Hear in 2017 list. I'm gonna sneeze. In 2019, he released a collaborative album with producer Kenny Segal titled Hiding Places. I just realized you can't see that because of the chat. Thank you, Boo. Thank you for the blessing. As well as a solo album, Terror Management. 2020 brought another collaborative work titled Brass with More Mother. That was the one that I heard. but I heard it in the background. It wasn't really paying attention, and I don't even remember what it sounded like, except I remember it sounded very dense and lush hip hop. So we're going to be getting some abstract hip hop, but I don't even know the style of what we're going to hear. That's also my nephews in the background, so you'll probably hear a bit of that. But we will start, without further ado, we'll start with Asylum. Okay, I think I'll read, because I think it's important for us to consider the context of hip hop and to respect it for what it is, especially for those who haven't been inducted into hip hop very much. So let's read the descriptions before we get into it. In Asylum, this song, Billy Woods describes his life as a child in Zimbabwe in an affluent family that is falling apart, all within the context of the current political turmoil. In the second verse, he eerily describes the situation of Mengistu Haile Mariam, I apologize for the pronunciation, the former dictator of Ethiopia after having fled to Zimbabwe. The song is wrapped up and the connection between the two verses is drawn with a clip from Kongi's Harvest, 1970.
rictus. Skin pulled tight to the skull, that's the sickness. Seeping through my leaking windows and broke fixtures. Guess who in the vestibule like, you can't smoke that hair, mister. Nah, man, you can't smoke that hair. No hard feelings, no hard feelings, no hard feelings. It's scars when you done healing. It's walls topped with broken glass, I'll show you slum village. It's thoughts that come back from the grave again and again, grinning. It's winning, it's winning, it's winning, it's winning. Brother hopped out that new car smelling like no hard feelings. Aftertaste, bitter melon and lemon peelings. Heat rises so it's high ceilings. I pay rent on the 10th like they stealing. Like they stealing. Like they stealing. Like they stealing. It's a nigga by the furnace in the basement of the building. After all that, she no-showed. The suite already paid for, so I toweled the door and smoked dough. Coach Kush crossed Jew gold. After a couple texts, I left it alone. Ice melted, but the champagne still cold. Channel flipping, clicking the remote. The home team losing at home, an attack on the train. Persons unknown, bacon shows, cold cases solved and closed. I dozed, woke up and no hard feelings was all it said on my phone.
That was No Hard Feelings. These songs are very short and they don't contain per se, like, not all of them contain a chorus that is repeated, but a lot of them just sound like stories being delivered densely and with power over these dense jazz beats that are just like rumbling underneath, like bubbling. There's some really like strong lines in here. Burn in the firmament, charbroiled, catch the hair. Black boy burned crisp, pursed black lips. Black marionettes dance limp over the pit. The kindly one's distant as the winter's sun. A mad woman whistling. You can hear it if you listen. It's just like very forceful, very concise in a good way. Like, yeah, I agree. And just the storytelling ability is so and it's so strong. And knowing that it also comes from a true place, like of assumedly, if the descriptions are correct, coming from, you know, the political chaos of growing up in Zimbabwe and feeling these things, just this panic, I guess. It scars when you're done healing. Its walls topped with broken glass. I'll show you slum village. It's thoughts that come back from the grave again and again, grinning. It's winning, it's winning, it's winning, it's winning. Brother hopped out that new car smelling like no hard feelings. Aftertaste, bitter melon and lemon peelings. Wow. These are just so the lemon peelings, melon and lemon peelings, and the car. You know, they like juxtaposing all these metaphors and stuff. I'll have to like re-listen and try and get a better sense of what I'm listening to. But it's just all I know is that it's conjuring this really thick atmosphere. Let's go on to the next track. Oh wait, my enjoyment of that track so far, I think I enjoyed it even more than the last one. That's like an 8.9 to me. Feeling really good about this so far. Let's go on to Wharves.
On wharves, war washed poor. Never broke again what he said on the farm. Next day they was gone. Back by nightfall and swung in the morn. Hung by daylight, the day was long. Sweet water out the dippers, salt in the mouth of a river. Mangrove thickets, man's soul was broken mirrors. False witness, wolf tickets. Nowadays scavengers come before the wolf finish. Teeth bare, bristling, they not scared, something different. The huts was empty, cold still warm in the kitchen. Cannibal tours, they came on all fours. Waterborne, eyes like jaws. Bones litter the beach, gnawed. Crack meat out the beast claws. Cannibal tours, they came on all fours. Waterborne, eyes like jaws. Bones litter the beach, gnawed. Cracked meat right out the beast's claws. Drums in the hills like sunset. The gun turret swing right to left. African queen on the ship's deck. Shipwrecked European swimming with the virus. Shot out like God's semen. Fuck the world, Pac screaming. Crack missions for the heathens. Boats listed from the ceilings. Smoke drifted from holes in the ceilings. The swollen chiefs sit bickering while the meat crisp. The chiefs eat children, the grease drip. The meat rich. Down here it's just a muddy creek. Bend and twist, the bride hiss. The fat running rivulets, the fire spit. Cannibal tours, they came on all fours. Waterborne, eyes like jaws. Bones litter the beach, gnawed. Crack meat out the beast's claws. Cannibal tours, they came on all fours. Waterborne, eyes like jaws. Bones litter the beach, gnawed. Crack meat right out the beast's claws.
Also wir haben das Querhefsektion hier stehen die Überreste eines Hauses, in dem früher Kannibalismus durch.
Now, would that be like now I child? Is that adorable? She is smiling. She's got a feather that's this way.
And that transitions right into the next song. Feels like this album is best listened without stops, so I apologize for that, but I feel the need to talk about it. That sample at the end translated, yes, a German colony. Yeah, yes, a German colony. At the time, Emperor Wilhelm II, where have they killed him? We are now standing in front of the remains of a house which formerly cannibalism by. Very interesting. And then, like, the chorus is cannibal tours, they came on all fours. Waterborne, eyes like jaws. Bones litter the beach, gnawed. Cracked meat out the beast's claws. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, I think, interesting, the annotation says, this chorus sees Billy describe certain things which the European colonizers deemed as quote-unquote savage. This idea is explored more thoroughly on the following track, Sauvage. I guess it kind of moves into it, talking about, you know, the ways that the colonizers deemed this is savage, this is unholy, the things that we are encountering here. Basically, yeah, shipwrecked Europeans swimming with the virus shot out, like, you know, I'm afraid to say that for some reason. But yeah, it's a very vivid image, very vivid metaphor for something truly perverse. Very apt, I feel, as well, for something that comes out with full anger. This is a Park line here, Tupac. So here, Billy Woods, it seems to parallel the past with the present, saying these, you know, Park is screaming at what happened right here. Crack missions for the heathens, boats listing from the stealings. Boo says, got to get ready for work now, but happy I could hang out for a few minutes and say hi. Oh, I hope you have a good day at work, Boo. And then after today, weekend, go for it, you know. And we got a movie night coming up this Saturday morning for those in European time zones, and Saturday night for me. So get ready for that. We're going to be watching Little Women and Pride. And I don't know the contents of Little Women, but hey, it might be on theme. Excited? Nice. At least they're two works of art that I feel go against the violence that pervades sort of current, I guess, you know, making things exciting through violence. I haven't seen Pride, though. I haven't seen Little Women either, but I'm guessing that they're more, you know, I like blockbusters that sort of go for the peaceful vibe. never seen the new Little Women movie? Well, feel free to come along, Remy. I did invite you. Yeah, I invited you to the Discord. But anyone who isn't in the Discord right now, they can join the Discord. We have a channel in there. We're gonna have a movie night this Saturday. I've only seen the 994 version. I haven't seen the 994 version, but the new version is Greta Gerwig, and apparently it's very good. Invited, nice. So I think Rosie and Jan and Boo are coming at the moment. I think Jan said yes. Yeah, I think so. I enjoyed the new one very much. Nice. Feel free to come along too, Leg. It's a movie night. It's open to all, and yeah, we're going to be watching tomorrow. Yeah, Saturday. Yeah, but anyway, this was a very moody one, and I feel like I enjoyed it. Well, enjoy is a word, but I'm getting sucked into it just as much as the last one, so I'll give it 8.9 out of 10 as to my, in estimation of my enjoyment so far. Let's go to the next one, Sauvage.
Real observant and split-second decisions, quick to kill a murder. Child of God might stray away at times, though I'm still assertive. In the hood with the hoodlums where the killers purging. Niggas working with the agency making me really nervous. In the hills so far, can't even get no service. Out of range, learned the tricks to the trade and all the inner workings. Dug down in my soul and did some soul searching. All I found was a police report for a missing person. Every time I pay to connect, make a bigger purchase. Trying to run this bag up, fuck buying them bitches purse. Mirror image of the block, I paint a picture perfect. All father who art in heaven, all a nigga worse. Moving at a slow pace, I used to get discouraged. All gas, no brakes, never did reverse it. Freestyling on that road, never did rehearse it. On the janky promoters tour through the chillin' circuit. Where we at? Gang time.
Dre shot his uncle for beating his mom. Beat the case, started 11th grade like nothing was wrong. A few classmates made the news. Police pursuits. Reg flew off the dirt bike like a carton of eggs. Came back stuttering with a limp and a dent in his head. Beautiful dreams he said he had when he was dead. Twice on the table. On the bright side, they only gave him house arrest once they seen he disabled. Good lawyer. Some couldn't wait to kick their kids out. Others had to do it for a gang shot up the house. And he used to lock her little brother in his room and we fuck on the couch. Doggy, she didn't like to kiss on the mouth. Switch schools, the rumors was getting loud. Men hate women, make up lies and spread them around. I grew up on the line between north and south. I-95, 2 airports, triangular trade routes. Everything we say mispronounced, flipped and bounced. Use the wrong word on the phone, SIM cards are switching out. Superstitious, cut my face out the pictures. Apartment complexes, speed bumps for the stick-ups. Everything smooth, but the gun just hiccup. Central American Uber mentions in the bed of a pickup. Building prefab duplexes, human traffic like Department of Corrections. Godless savages, fishbone necklaces.
No collar on my neck, no secrets. Kamikaze jets, no leashes. Domino effect, no sequence. Holla at me, man, no meekness. No collar on my neck, no secrets. Kamikaze jets, no leashes. Domino effect, no sequence. Holla at me, man, no meekness.
Gets in your blood, doesn't it?
What does?
Kingship.
I haven't noticed it when I bleed.
Cold fry.
Then it goes on to the doldrums. Wow. Now this had a beat to it, and it features 2 artists, Gabe Nandez and Boldy James. Let's read the description. Sauvage is the 4th track of Billy Woods and Preservation's Aethiopes. The title is the French word for savage, which is by design. It refers to the European definition of what savagery is. It links back to the central theme of the album as Europeans seemingly justified their colonization of Africa as a mission to civilize the people that lived there, freeing them from their quote-unquote savage nature. I see a theme of this album appearing. A lot of this is the sort of couched in the modern day sort of braggadocious rap style, which is valid in itself. Um, it's sort of like displaying. Let's see. Dug down on my soul, did some soul searching. All I found was a police report for a missing person. Every time I pay the connect, make a bigger purchase, trying to run this bag up. If buying them bees purses. I know, I don't swear. Mirror image of the block, I paint a picture perfect. Our Father who art in heaven, all a person worship our Father. Moving at a slow pace, I used to get discouraged. All gas, no brakes, never did reverse it. Really, really, yeah, like the flow is really good. And I particularly like Billy Woods' verse. Where is it? The storytelling that is here, like, came back stuttering with a limp and a dent in his head. Beautiful dreams he said he had when he was dead, twice on the table. On the bright side, they only gave him house arrest once they seen he disabled. Good lawyer. Some couldn't wait to kick their kids out. Others had to do it before the gang shut up the house. So he's telling stories of his childhood. Oh wait, sorry. Here he goes. Dre shot his uncle for beating his mum. I'm guessing is either that's Dr. Dre or is that one of his friends. I'm not sure. Yeah, interesting. So one of the notes says this is a theme that comes up often in Woods' writing: emotional paralysis. Did you know that rap isn't real music? I don't know. Well, I don't really know what real music and what non-real music is anyway. Music is just music, and art is art, and I guess it's a way to portray feelings. And also, hello, Potato Hands. Welcome, welcome. I really like a lot of rap, just passing on the knowledge of one of the great minds of our time, Ben Shapiro. Exactly, exactly. I mean, it seems like what I would think. I would assume that what he has heard is an extremely small portion of what is considered rap today. And he, if he was to read, I guess he wouldn't agree with a lot of what rap represents anyway, because it goes against his political leanings, and he doesn't seem to appreciate art that is outside his political leanings. But, such is the case of someone who does promote politics in that way. And also, hello, welcome, Potato Hands. Glad to have you here. How's your day been? How's your night been? Wherever you are. This album so far is doing really well. I mean, it's not doing really well. What am I talking about? I'm really enjoying this so far. All rappers bad except for Tom McDonald. Oops. I really don't like Tom McDonald. I don't like that music. Exactly. Oh. But yeah, this is really good. Well, I'm not that I say whether it's good or not. I'm really enjoying this. I mean, I just watched EEAAO a few days ago. It was great. Watching Batman today. Oh, right. Everything Everywhere All at Once. Yeah. My review of Everything Everywhere All at Once is that it is my favorite blockbuster of the past few years. eat. This is describing the oh, it's a line apparently lifted from Arm& Hammer's No Days off of their album Paraffin, speaking on the harsh reality that people are forced to work just to survive. Potato Hand says, reminds me of the video where a classical composer analyzes Kendrick's All Right and he can't figure out where the first beat starts, even though it's obvious to casual listeners. What reminds you me? Hey, I don't know. It's or is it? Yeah, I did watch that Potato Hands, and I found it I was like, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, it was obvious. It was obvious. Because I'm like, it's half time. It's 1-2 snare, 1-2 snare 4. Like, it was obvious to me. I was like, yeah. So strange, so strange. Oh, come on, I'm not that far behind you, Defenji says. Oh, yeah, I don't actually know where you are. I forgot. Apologies. But how are you, by the way? How are you? Yeah, there's some really... I would have to listen to it again to get my... the fullness of it. But I like the beat, I like the delivery, and it was just kind of lazing out. I kind of zoned out a bit, I'll be honest, because it was just lazily going. I was actually probably more focusing on like the sample and the way that it sort of made its way through, and trying to figure out what came first, the beat or the vocals. Just on the topic of unusual rhythm. Oh yeah. So yeah, that video by the classical composer dissecting All Right, I was just like, it was a bit yikesy for me because it just felt like someone was trying to explain to me this is how the music goes, and about a genre they barely know, and it's sort of like, don't do that, please. But my day being very relaxed, early finish at work, nice, finish at 12, so you always get these 2.5-day weekends, excellent. I don't know how far you are behind me or whether you're from Australia, because then Anzac Day also happens on Monday, so that's another holiday. I got another long weekend. Lots of stops in the vocals, which makes it a little disorienting. I guess I was able to focus it. I was able to plot along the 4/4 pretty well. Australia, nice. So we get a holiday on Monday. Get to salute the flag. But yeah, anyway. Hopefully you're have a good weekend this weekend. Yeah, this is very interesting. Anyway, here we go. All I know was that the Carter 3 is a Lil Wayne album, and I like that visual of the Carter 3 pour out a double parked Jeep. That's quite a funny line. Sort of like it's like poetically stating the who we are sort of thing. Fernando Poe's Black Beach, Yemeni traders off the coast of Mozambique, packed bodegas, arc in the weeds, gold shimmering in the reef. It's just very evocative. African water and the lengths of the piece. The Carter. So here we go. We go from African water and the lengths of the piece, and then the Carter 3 pour out a double park Jeep. So there's like that nature and there's like that modern sort of aspect of it. The rain starts the minute I leave at the corner, the water waist deep. Nothing ever happens till it do. Yeah. If you don't have for the plug, obviously drugs. Yeah. Interesting. Is that like he has to walk through water to get his drugs or something? They're really interesting. Oh, here we go. The doldrums is a specific region of equatorial ocean where there is little breeze. During periods stuck in the doldrums, a ship is unable to move due to lack of wind. The monotony slowly drives sailors to extreme boredom, slowly eroding mental health. Interesting. Here, the oceanic doldrums are a metaphor for waiting for drug deliveries. There we go, the drug thing. So you can deal and make money. There are the physical and psychological dangers of the forced wait. You don't work, you don't eat. Oh, there we go. Yeah. The dangers of dealing, muchos problemas, if you don't have it for the plug. Yeah, so if you don't have... is it... I can't remember which one's the plug. Whether you have to pay up or have the thing to deal to them. There's a lot of going to be problems if you can't deliver, and the psychological pressures of the whole cycle or situation. In tight spaces, I learned not to speak. Oh, interesting. So it's this claustrophobia, but you also can't speak there. Dealing also functions here as a metaphor for the larger machine of capitalism, which of course is a recurring theme in Woods' and Arm & Hammer's music. Interesting. I like that. Let's go on to 9X. Here we go. Oh wait, before we start, this one has Qual Chris on it, and I like Quell Chris's albums. I've listened to about two of them. He's very funny. I don't know if he's going to be funny here though, but he's one of the funniest musical artists I like to listen to. So if you want to listen to something, well, he's not like haha funny, but I just like his sly sense of humor he brings into things. I also like Danny Brown's sense of humor, just like the funny images that they bring up. And I think he has some novelty songs as well. But so just that's I was going to recommend Quell Chris. I'll put it in the chat. But not all of his music is funny. Some of it's very serious. So he's able to switch from the hilarious to the very sort of serious rhymes. 9X, let's go.
Quinine powder and alcohol stir until dissolved. The future isn't flying cars, it's
blunts L's to the chest. Laverne and Shirley, apparently. Oh, wait. Let me show this. So Laverne and Shirley. Apparently, Laverne usually had an L on her chest. So take L's to the chest like Laverne. used to rock a tar baby perm. Brer Rabbit habit. What does that mean? Brer Rabbit is a central figure in an oral tradition passed down by African Americans in the southern United States. He is a tricker who succeeds by his wits rather than by brawn, provoking authority figures and bending social mores as he sees fit. And Tar Baby is about a doll made of tar and turpentine used by the villainous Brer Fox to help entrap Brer Rabbit. The more that Brer Right fights the Tar Baby, the more entangled he becomes. Tar Baby refers usually nowadays to refer to a problematic situation that's only aggravated by additional involvement. So if you a Tar Baby, apparently it's a problematic situation that is only aggravated by being more involved. Feeling new album? Yeah, this was released last week, I think. Yeah, a week ago. Really super new. Yeah, this just came out. And people are really enjoying this one, so I thought would give it a go. All the Gatekeepers Walk pageant, all this, etc., etc. It's so good. I don't want to go too far into it. I already probably have, but I just wanted to sort of... You can probably just go into so many of these lines and find different things. The future isn't flying cars, it's Rachel Dolezal absolved. Apparently, Rachel Dolezal was a college teacher and racial activist who was the head of Spokane, Washington's NAACP chapter. She resigned after it was revealed that both of her parents were white, and she'd been lying when she claimed to be black. Oh, this is the transracial girl. Absolved mean... What does absolved mean? Absolved meaning... declared someone free from guilt, obligation, or punishment. Oh, he's saying that the future isn't flying cars. It's people who claim to be transracial being forgiven. It's autonomous computers sending shooters back in time. So he's saying, well, you thought it was flying cars. You thought it was going to be good. The technology is actually causing these bad things to happen at the behest of defunct message boards. So defunct message boards meaning that they said don't send them back in time at the behest, or behest a good thing? Is that encouragement? A person's orders or command. So the message boards, defunct meaning they're done for, or what does defunct mean? No longer existing. Yeah, no longer existing message boards commanding autonomous computers to send shooters back in time. It's so colorful. The imagery is so colorful. That's just one line. So, translucent man of war, what does that mean? The Portuguese man of war, as a species, it's this thing. This jellyfish thing is called a man of war. Translucent man of war. The tentacles caress my paramour, implored her to be sensible. So interesting. It's all it's like a maze of logic. I love it, and I'm just going to have to go back and read it and research. Because it's so dense with meaning, but we can't go through all that today. Literally, we only went through like 3 lines. Anyway, let's go to the next one, Christine. I loved that track, and I probably love it more with each listen, because you'll just find new meanings on further readings. I'll try for the second half of this album to be a little bit less explainy, because I feel I've made my point that that music like this is probably usually quite deep with meaning, but hey, let's go with the next one, Christine.
Black car on a back street, Lil me asleep on the back seat, low by street lamps and the blackness in between. My parents' argument picking up speed, in and out bad dreams. That's what they said when she saw him dead in the road. Now I know it was the shadow of them black wings. Unmarked followed us for 10 blocks. Nigga said if they try to make the stop, I'm fleeing. Brake lights bright red lit his face like a demon. We took a left, they went straight. We all laughed, but I seen it. Some had the trap in the trunk of the Beamer. Some kept the cracks up front so they could eat them. Some went through the windshield, some went to the precinct. Some got yapped out driver's seats and parking lots and left bleeding. Some things only make sense in their time. I paid 100 for the whip, so when police took it, I never paid, no, never mind. Easy come. From Mandeville to Sligoville, coffin running around. Upsetting the town. From Mandeville to Sligoville, coffin running around. Upsetting the town. From Mandeville to Sligoville, coffin running around. Upsetting the town. They looking for the vehicle. Took the plates off, put it in his granny backyard, told her something believable. He got killed, it was still there for a year or two. I see it driving through, granny on the stoop. She never waved back. High grass, 4 flats forward with the front passenger door mismatched. Blacked out truck with the rifle rack. The hunter checks his traps. Baked car with the kill switch. Gingerbread house full of abused kids. Inflatable sky dancer said no money down. Every sign said if you live here, you be home now. Asleep at the wheel. Gently over the guardrail, flip heads and tails. One died, she survived. Asked why, I replied, God's not real. Ducked the question in a hospital room full of flowers. I plucked the best one. In a world full of cowards, it's bound to be tension.
Fuck 23andMe, mom's an inventor. From our DNA to Cambridge, Mass, my fate, that's Skippy and Poulet. Dispatch from Venice, Hollis, Stacy, Kilgary. Tying Dakar, Mamani and Mali and Obamako property. Jump to Imperial Benin, 15th century. Trade routes heavy, break the bank like Musa. Myth of gold, truth of plenty. We still feed on dreams and need a remedy. Trauma, not an enemy. Perverse German woodcuts could have been truer. 3 heads on a jackal, fantastic creatures in Africa. Universalis Cosmographia. Sebastian Munster, lion bastard. Wolfman in a speedo, Cyclops and chest master. I first heard culture on the island of Gore, international herb. I was 12 years old, still could have gone au fait. So bless that day. And damn the last few centuries. Go down.
Actually, that's the next song. It just goes right into it. Wow. So apparently the line from Ladd may be referring to Sebastian Munster's book, made in the year of 1544, the first map maker to make separate maps for the different continents. He almost got all the information on Africa wrong, which is exactly why he's referred to as a lying bastard. Wow. This could be attributed to the fact that old maps from that area had the tendency mark the ocean and certain places with odd-looking creatures, which explains the line "fantastic creatures in Africa." Wow. And apparently they've got a what is it? A map of this available here. Oh yeah, wait, I'll share my screen. So he drew this and he put like creatures there and stuff. Giants, like it was some Middle Earth sort of map. Oh, is this supposed to be Africa? Yeah, so he got it all wrong. Look at the shape. But mind you, I'm not a map maker. It's probably better than I could ever do, but still, yeah, it does look like Middle Earth a little bit. With the way that they decided to do it. Anyway, favorite song so far, Leg? Interesting, nice. That's one of my favorites so far, definitely. I think I'd give that like a 8.9 still. I'm enjoying pretty much all of this. I mean, enjoying it. I feel like it's all building on top of each other, and I think the lyrics in this one were very. Like, you probably would have to look in some history books to figure out what they're talking about. Let's go to the next song. It's Heavy Water.
Time to be bold, screaming in a demon Creole, knowing that the native is the way to see our people as if through a peephole, that the evil stay trying to keep close. Shit is hard, but regardless, the guards is giving cheat codes. Not to cheating on some P-rolls. That's the fuck the fame with a lust for shame. Not adjust the game, D-rolls. Nick of time, kick around, tell them we know. Yelling why y'all trying to trick the hood, whip them good, Devo.
Multiverse Benzino, roll back on a black Pegasus. Medusa's head in his sack, Senegalese twist, snaking out the bag. I come bearing gifts, rat fleas, K-Bats, black exorcist. Clarence 13X had the white girl sick. Shimmy down the steps with the wink. Yakubian experiments gain a function in the kitchen sink. The stage plot was 108 mics, 2 centrifuges, a HEPA filtered glove box, brand new offline computers.
Simulation rebooters, new version I'm gunning for light, the voice useless. The solid stab in the back, he too Brutus. Brutalist blue boys moving, they shooting. Nothing new, Google Chrome if confusing. Welcome home to the truth, big crime proof, it's a ruse. You a feeder what I use, throw the deuce. Come and hang with the gang, all time slang on a cruise, say indelible
Yeah.
the crew, fucking you.
My fight different, tight twisted, begging a nemesis and flight griffin. Might flipping, pegging a Pegasus, I'm a fiend. Addiction is diction, regular, reckless, Halloween type of victim and sticking eggs in your crevices. Gun 'em good, till understood that some cat should quit scrubbing your ass after running a bathroom and badness. Y'all coming with plots, setting up savage shit, I'm Brad Pitt. What's in the box, giving them Brad legit.
You lunch in the box, maybe don't talk, run, hoof it. Make it all stop, eminence front talk, butcher. Good in the crunch, you know this bunch more crooked. Raising the raise, up a collapse and start hooking. Better be quick, I'm on the last clip, sweating. Front to the flames, back to the black pit. Weapons, steadily aim, couldn't be tamed, too reckless. You entertain, we bring the game true.
Toxic Avenger out here gaslighting, cadavers shudder with lightning. Villages apathetic, so crowd sounds is piped in. The film black and white, who better to play the niggas than white men? Mexican meth in the old west. The play within the play was G. Depp as Macbeth. Ashanti gold on Queen Elizabeth's neck. Scarification across both breasts.
That's the next song. So this, apologies again. A few of these tracks blend into each other, but that's
If it's hot on the beach, the plug just jet to Paris.
1 in a million makes a killing off the curb. 999,999 in the dirt. A sign above my head to count how many patrons served. Every time the number flips, somebody get what they deserve. God is watching, but I guess he got a lot of cheeks to turn. Ain't no shoulder colder once the fire die from bridges burn. Keep your mind off what is mine or you'll be smiling on a shirt. It ain't ever over cause the fat lady forgot the word. Rain or sleet or famine and disease, I'm in the streets, stepping with a reason. Somebody deceased, dangling from each necklace, stuck inside the belly of the beast. She 40 weeks pregnant, might pull out the hammer, hit your knees and check your reflexes. Feeling like $1,000,000, all 20s. And all I got is time, and I heard that this shit's money. So you can count on me if you ain't in a big hurry. If you got mouths to feed, I'ma make sure they stay hungry. God bless the child that took yours and got away with it. Won't testify if he caught, and Holiday did it. Thought all this time that he bought was what he take with him. Fiends take the drugs and have dreams with his face in them. If you want it on the arm, I charge an arm and a leg. And every other body part until there's none of them left. They say they'll miss you when you gone until they find out they next. Cause every dollar that you drop is stacked on top of their heads. If you want it on the arm, I charge an arm and a leg. And every other body part until there's none of them left. They say they'll miss you when you gone until they find out they next. Cause every dollar that you drop is stacked on top of their heads.
Well, that's that track, Versailles. Let me read this description. The track is named after Versailles, which is located in France. Versailles? Sorry. My apologies for the pronunciation. Historically, Versailles and France at large were built off the slave trade and mass exploitation. The finance minister of Louis XIV, Jean-Baptiste Colbert, had figured out a method that ensured France would benefit from the triangular slave trade. Second verse was on point, Remy? Interesting. Both, it was very line after line. Even some of them were deceptively simple, but they were very well delivered. Both of them had written a code called the Code Noir, the Black Code, which laid out how slavery would be conducted across the French Empire. In this track, however, Woods doesn't use Louis XIV as a direct example, instead focusing on how capitalism at large is a system of exploitation and tackling the facade of the American dream. Interesting. Is this... Yeah, I'd have to read it again because I didn't quite get it. I get this one. End of the day, day traders make minimum wage. Pennies on the dollar once it's all said and paid. Penny stock, stocking cap pulled over the face. Oh, the pronunciation, the second one? Versailles? Yeah, Versailles. Okay. Out of habit, the president's facing the same way. Somebody made a killing, I just dug the grave. Oh, this is just, hey, no matter how brutal it might seem, it's the system that implies this, that capital gains and gains. Skim the indictment for old cold names. Little Sambo grinning on a can of pomade. What's pomade? It's a greasy, waxy, or water-based substance that's used to style hair. So it's basically wax, hair wax. Interesting. Oh, Sambo must be... what's Sambo and pomade? I don't know what that means. That's fine. Dueling banjos open the stock exchange. Paper chasing, it's hard to stay on the same page. No hard feelings is the turn of phrase. Twain adapted for the stage. A lifetime in the game. Now, contracts... Fly in the ointment, it's hot in these streets, Monsieur, I might shoot an Arab. Oh, wow. A reference to Albert Camus's 1942 novella The Stranger, in which the main character, a Frenchman named Meursault, shoots an Arab person on a beach. Okay. If it's hot on the beach, the plug just jet to Paris. Yeah, that's quite a dark line, I guess. I guess this is something saying, this is Versailles, this is us, and this is, I don't know if they're being a character or if they're being themselves or what's going on. This one is evading me a little bit, but I would like to go back and have a little bit more of a study. So I don't quite understand that one, but I liked how it sounded. I'll give it like an 8.8 for my enjoyment, my personal enjoyment. Let's go on to Proto-Evangelium. I've heard of that before, that term, Proto-Evangelium. Ah, yes. In Christianity, Genesis 3:15 is known as the Proto-Evangelium. This is a compound of two Greek words, protos meaning first, and evangelion meaning good news or gospel. Neon Genesis Proto-Evangelium? Something like that. I know. Yeah, I mean, Evangelion itself is a sign of the Christian metaphors used within Neon Genesis Evangelion, which I have watched and enjoyed. Also, I think you like that best so far. Interesting. Ah, that says something about your taste, perhaps. It's got a lot of brass. It's quite braggadocious, but also about something very dark. Perhaps you'll be able to enlighten me as to the meaning. Thus, the verse is commonly referred to as the first mention of the Bible of the good news of salvation. So that's interesting what the name is about. It's about the braggadocious, yeah, which is a word. Okay, let's go on to Proto-Evangelium.
One thing at a time. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Yeah. Life gave me lemonade. I poured my spirit of choice. The tree's weapons grade. It's not that I'm noise. You and inspectors upstairs. I'm trying not to make a noise. Wave one hand like all that gotta get destroyed. I see how your man move. All him raps is null and void. Disregarded. The game thick with con artists and hucksters. Flip a cardboard box. G call money social justice. That's a no from me, beloved. And the rhymes is mostly rubbish. I get it. Trying to pay the rent, but that's not black empowerment. That's you trying to pay the rent. Niggas got a lot of nerve, I give them that. But I don't believe a word I see through the act. I see how you try and switch up the past. Before you come for me, brother, make sure you stop the gas.
Pull up your outfits, let them wear it. Yeah. Check it out. Now there's a bomb at the end of this fuse, and now we bringing it to you live. Ghetto Network News. Live if you wanna live. Now you get what you want. Do you want more? Now you get what you want. Does you want more?
I came to the end, or at least my finish, and they said 3 wishes. It was dark, but I could see a fire in the distance. See parables of 3 in every other inference. Thinking that night in Chinatown, we got in the party, I still don't know how. Smoking cigars across from Dr. J, mine was full of haze. Everything was free. One spoke English, the other Portuguese. Bed had a canopy, blood red lips, and a gap in her teeth. Oh, the things we should've did. Give me a Thanksgiving while we all still live. Auntie Carmen's cornbread, I cooked the bird, carved the pig. Manel said bow our heads, and Auntie Uni wink. I listen to them talk while I'm washing dishes at the sink. My sister drying. That night Uni was crying so quiet. Let me hug her this time, I'm so tired. And for the last I paused, looking back at the road I walked. They said come now, it's one more.
Nice, I quite liked that one. Yeah, I mean, I didn't absolutely love it, but I did like it, and I think it fit with the theme. I think I kind of zoned out a bit, but I think with further listens it'll be more. I screwed up my my layout. That's probably why. But yeah, further listens will make it more stand out more to me. I'd just say 8.7, I guess. I might be zoning out a little bit, but hey, we'll go on to the next one, Remorseless.
Burnt offering in the desert, shining city up on a hill. I burned it like Nebuchadnezzar. This world hard to even take its measure. 3 rooms filled with ink and treasure. Still strangle the king, cause it's now or never. It's a freedom in admitting it's not gonna get better. Washing your hands of people you know forever. I'd be a liar if I feed surprise. A goat eats where it's tethered. treat African proverbs like Vegas flyers. I float above the peasants. Too clever by halftime down 20. I'm not that good at math, but common sense I got plenty. It's fucking over. In person, these rappers' watches look tempting. The chain say envy, but PTSD keep me counting, never spending. My accountant is a head full of bad memories and sad endings. It's all payment pending. I'm not concerned with generational wealth, that's its own curse. Anything you want on this cursed earth, probably better off getting it yourself. See what it's worth. The photograph of young Tutankhamun, spaghetti links tangled like ramen, everything behind the mask rotten. I tell people I keep it so you're not forgotten, but that's cap. I thought pillars of salt, but she too smart for looking back. Mid-80s in the rear view of a gold Mercedes. Midday sun make the crocodiles lazy. Money phone pocket dial, run come save me. Sweet old ladies poisoning pigeons in the park. For a lark, make my strychnine life is a zip line in the dark. Spare me the hallmark Karl Marx. I was in the Dollar Tree break room playing cards for quarters. Stop loss posters on the walls, brick and mortar. I watched the planet from orbit, remorseless.
Therefore, pests and poisonous rodents, these reasons warning to all shall be fundamentally extinct. And it is which, taking care that it shall be known and it would not
his work was dense, but this seems like another level. Even compared to his last album, it seems so thematically like on point, and it seems like it's something that you should it would point you towards books to read. Like, it's like, if you don't understand this line, here's a good book to read, so you can understand the what I'm talking about. Yeah, it seems that Billy Woods is very well read. Like, he would have read a lot of literature, and even the other people on this album, sort of drawing parallels between modern rap and the history of slavery, of racial relations, or rather unrelations, the oppression, colonization, and sort of like it's a telling. I'm hesitant to say history lesson, but I guess, yeah, it is a history lesson because I'm like learning some of these things for the first time. Yeah, I'm gonna go read some books now. This very good album, wow. I feel like it will only settle and simmer as time goes by. That was Aethiopes. Just about every line of Aethiopes is pregnant with meaning. Yes, I agree. I'm feeling strong 8 to light 9 on this LP. Totally my opinion. Yeah. I love how you give the strong 8 light 9 Anthony Fantano parallel. Totally my opinion. Is that what Anthony Fantano's rating is? If not, you're just emulating his style. But yeah, that was that album. Sheesh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to it again to figure out. Well, we take a break. Well, not a break away from screen, but I just need to I feel the need before we go into the next album, which is going to be Mid-Air Thief. I just need to take a break and didn't listen to it, but I loved it. Yeah. I might show you some of the tracks I made after that. Wow. Nah, I don't feel like it. Not after that. There is a game that I needed to play on RPG Maker that someone asked me to play ages ago, and I just never got around to it. It was Great Gore. It was Matchmaker Carol. I might play a bit of that, maybe after this next album, but I need to download it first. Matchmaker Carol. I'm going to do a VOD of it. I will play it tonight, actually. Because I played Kiddo's Pudscade, and Gretgore asked me to play this. So I'm going to download it and play it after this album.